Hello there. Welcome back to my channel, Snips by Kelly. I'm Kelly and I'm excited you're here tonight for a 22-page scrapbooking layout share from one of my favorite collections to date. I have two very different style scrapbook layouts to share with you tonight. I have 12 pages that are more elevated, that have all the things, lots of technique, added Cricut cuts, and then I have 10 pages that are more simple, pattern-oriented, more functional pages for those that like nice, clean layouts. So for my over-the-top layouts that are a little more elevated, I've used the Good Life Scrapbooking Workshop Kit, the Good Life die cuts, some added cardstock, and lots of technique. For the more simple pages, I've used the Good Life pattern paper and sticker sheet, our September-October seasons mix-ins, the die cuts, and some added cardstock, but no added technique. So I'm excited to show you the differences and see what you think. So here in my more elevated pages, I do have one layout that has a full process video from start to finish, and this layout features our grandson Waylon James, and he is loving up on the goats. I've done some distressing with some toffee ink in the background of some specialty paper that's included right in the kit. This Harbor wash is also a specialty paper that's included right in the kit. I've done a little distressed dot markering with our black Le Pen. I've taken the mocha ink pad and I have run it along some espresso strips to make some wood grain paper, and I've distressed the hay, the corn, and the fence with some toffee ink. I used an emery board or a sanding block to sand and distress the paper strips, and just had some playful fun with the little clusters around the crisscross fence. The next layout focuses on 3 generations, my husband and oldest son, and then grandson. So 3 generations, again, doing some distressing on some French vanilla there with some toffee ink and splattering with a mocha shimmer brush. I had a lot of fun tearing away bits and pieces and creating some distressed layers underneath, inking around them, taking that broken fence from our Good Life digital collection and adding some streaks of mocha ink to distress the fence, doing a lot of tearing and layering and tucking some layers of strips underneath for a fun play, that nice V shape. And then we have some die cuts that are right in the die cut sheet, carrying through on that torn away tattered layer bits on the right hand side there. And then you see Carter Kirk driving the semis. It's all about the trucks for the guys, and the trucks are lined up for harvest, and they love their trucks. They're so proud of them. Love the play with all the word stickers that come right on the sticker sheet, and had a really good time with that one. Here's a super fun one. I often love to use Cricut writing. You can use a variety of fonts and simply pop your Cricut pen into your Cricut and have the Cricut write directly on the page. Did a little distressing in the background of the words with some Harbor and toffee ink. That wonderful windmill is from our Good Life digital collection. Did a little toffee distressing on that. And this is Claire Adeline, another one of our granddaughters, just having fun on the tire swing. I did some distressing of the clouds with Harbor and toffee ink. The clouds are directly off of our Good Life digital art collection. Then we have our youngest grandson, Waylon James, playing in the hay and the corn with his Tonka trucks. Classic, absolutely classic. And I did that section there is actually French vanilla cardstock, and I did up and down streaking, keeping our mocha stamp pad directly straight and streaking it up and down. And I did vertical streaks and horizontal streaks to make a matching distressed paper, and it just looks like it fits right with the kit, but it's such an economical economical thing to do. There was some little die cuts that come right in our kit, a little frame, blue frame that I cut apart so I could use it in different places. Did some tearing of some striped strips there, and I love how many photos I was able to get on that layout. So this next layout is, of course, the star of the show is Gunner. Annie's in the background, but she's pretty standoffish, like a little spoiled cat almost. But Gunner always gets right in the way. You can see my car there, and I'm trying to get down the driveway, and he gets in the middle, and he won't get out of the way until he sticks his head right in the driver's side and gets a little pet on the nose from me. This collection was perfect. So we have some specialty papers in the background, some little farm icons, as well as some shortbread patterns. And I did the inking all around that. And then that little wood frame in the background is from our digital collection, and it was originally toffee and mocha ink. And that piece and the barn piece, I did the ink pad painting again by streaking it down the mocha cardstock and streaking it down the toffee cardstock, and it just makes such a rustic country vibe on the background. Did some toffee inking on the wheelbarrow and the hay there. That wheelbarrow is from our digital collection as well. So simple and but yet so perfect for scenery, for country, for farm, for rustic, for pumpkin patches. And here we have Claire Adeline again in an old truck decorated with some corn stalks from the field and some pumpkins, and little Waylon James is in there. And then I took the two grandkids to the pumpkin patch last year. Of course, every year I do. And I have my little, actually it's my scrapbooking wagon, but I love to use it for other things. And Claire Bear had picked out this enormous pumpkin for herself and a tiny little pumpkin for Waylon. And this layout is simple, just layering strips from top to bottom, doing a little tearing and tucking, distressing those torn edges with some toffee ink, cutting bits and pieces of some of the die cuts that come right in the kit, and making little fun elements with them. And the cream cat can is from our Good Life digital art collection. I love it so much. I made it a little bit rusty with some ink, and then I did my journaling on some of our journal strips. So fun. I absolutely love, again, the number of photos I'm able to get on the page, but yet still have it fun and decorative. So here I have a scalloped overlay. I love to use overlays. Those people that follow me know that I use a ton of overlays, and I've actually shown in a previous video how to do the writing on the edges of scallop pieces and regular pieces using your Cricut, and I'll link that in the description. Did some backing of those die cuts with some cardstock, but then in the background for added texture, I used a Cricut cut called chicken wire, and I thought it was perfect. It's kind of like woven wire, but it's chicken wire, and I layered that in the background and did some distress inking with some Harbor ink using black and white photos. You can see our oldest son Colt here is kissing his wife Erin, and the little grandkids are peeking around the corner and pretending like they're grossed out by it. Leave it to Grandma for the photo ops, and there they are peeking around the corner. That's Gracie, May, and Maya Jean and Carter Kirk. And then in the wheat, it was perfect family photos for this collection. Did again some tearing of the farm icons and some inking with some Harbor ink. Lots of die cuts like the banner there that I journaled on that come right in our workshop kits. The workshop kits are amazing, and they are always the foundation for my Sparkle and Shine workshops. I always start with the workshop kit as a jumping off point, and you can actually follow close to my heart's instructions and make 6 pages right out of the gate, or you can follow my alternative instructions, which I'll link in the description here. Here we have the simple scrapping version, and it is 10 pages of simple scrapping, and I've actually just used popping up as the dimension and nothing more. So my guarantee with my simple pages is that they'll be functional, they'll be simple, and there'll be no added technique. Now, you could add a ton of technique to these. You could add distressing in the background, background, you can add more bling, you can add anything that you would like. But my guarantee with these is that I add nothing and I let it be your own. So if you were to duplicate these pages, you could add, change, and do anything that you wanted. So this is almost identical to my Sparkle and Shine layout. I've just added a couple extra paper strips and some extra photo opportunities and no added technique. Still the tearing, but no inking. And then I love the large photo opportunities and primarily using popping up and clustering as the added interest for the simple pages. Here is another simple page that looks a little more complicated because of the paper layering. So again, I've used paper layering in the background. This is from our September-October season mix-ins, which is such a wonderful season mix-ins and is still available at the time of this video. And it has these striped black with a speckled black on the back, the wonderful red gingham, which is the reason that I bought the paper pack because it goes so well with the windmill. The journaling sticker is the windmill there. Clustering of the photos and adding the die cuts is really all it needs. I've done some vertical and horizontal paper layering there for the added interest and then tucked all the photos around and 8 photo opportunities on that layout. I absolutely love it. Now I don't put photos on these simply because I have a paper crafter who purchases my workshop that is completely done. So sometimes I can't part with them because I use all of my scrapbooking layouts in my personal scrapping, but sometimes I negotiate and I keep one for myself and let my friend put her photos on the other. Here's another simple one that actually comes out of our brand new pattern book, Make It From Your Heart Volume 6. Love this pattern, so versatile, and just the strips on the left and the strips on the right with the gingham in the center, 6 photo opportunities, large and small, and then a little bit of decorative elements with the die cuts. The die cuts are amazing. I always add the bling for that collection. Another pattern from our new, I believe it is from our new Make It From the Heart Volume 6 as well, at least the left side is, maybe not the right side, and a patchworky quilt background popping up a large photo frame with journaling opportunities on the bottom and that cute little die cut barn that comes right in the die cut set. And there you have 22 pages with the Good Life collection, 12 of them with the Good Life Scrapbooking Workshop Kit and the die cuts, 10 of them with the Good Life pattern paper and sticker sheet, the September-October mix-ins, and the die cuts. And I love this collection. This collection is still available. All materials and pieces for this collection are still available now, as is my Sparkle and Shine and Simply Scrappin' guides are complete and readily available if you need a little bit more guidance when putting your pages together. Happy scrapping and thanks for watching.